Good morning, student. Hope you all are fine. Today we are going to do the back exercise of chapter number 5 that named is How Our Brain Works. So here is the back exercise of chapter number 5, How Our Brain Works, and the page number is 30. So first of all you have to put the date, that is 19-4-2021. And here is the question number 1, that is put a tick for true and a cross for false. Give a reason for your answer. So A is the brain is protected by the skull. So as we know that brain is the very delicate organ that is also called the control center of our body. So it is protected by the skull, so the statement is true. So you put a tick in the answer of A. B is the cerebellum is the main part of the brain. So here is the cerebellum. Cerebellum is basically concerned with the movement of muscles and muscle coordination. The cerebellum is the part that is called the main part of the brain because it involves in the thinking process, is concerned with your memory and memorization. So this statement is false, so you will write the reason that the cerebellum is main part of brain. So C is involuntary actions are controlled by the cerebellum. So this statement is also false because cerebellum is concerned with the muscle coordination and muscle movement. So we can write here that involuntary actions are controlled by medulla oblongata. So medulla is the portion of the brain that controls the involuntary actions that are not under the control of our will. So D is the spinal cord is protected by the spine. So the statement is true. Next is E, sensory nerve cells carry messages that make the muscle move. So the statement is false because sensory nerve cells are basically the cells which carry messages from the sense organs to the brain. So we can write here that motor nerves regulate movement of muscles. So F is most of the information we gather from the environment is through our eyes. So the statement is true because about 70% information from our environment we get from our eyes. G is light enters the eyes through the iris. So the statement is false because it is the pupil through which the light enters. So we can write here that light enters into the eyes through pupil. Next is the eardrum is present in the outer ear. So the statement is true because eardrum is the place where outer ear ends and middle ear starts. So I is the senses of smell and taste are linked. So it is true. We have studied that if your nose is blocked and you can't smell, so you can also can't taste the food. J is all kinds of taste buds are spread evenly throughout the tongue. So this statement is false because the taste buds are grouped together in different areas of the tongue. So we can write here that taste buds are grouped together in different areas of tongue. So here is the question number 2, that is name these. So A is the cells that make up the brain, so these are called the nerve cells. B is the part of the brain that does thinking, so we know that thinking involves the part of the brain that is known as cerebellum. C is the part of the brain which keeps working even when you sleep, so it is the medulla that keeps on working even you are sleeping. So D is the part of the nervous system that is protected by the spine. So spine protects which part of the body? That is the spinal cord. Nerve cells that pass signals between the sensory nerve cells and the motor nerve cells are called. So the nerves which connect the sensory and motor nerve cells, they are called connecting nerve cells. Connecting nerve cells. So F is actions which are automatic and do not need thinking. So they are known as reflex actions. Reflex actions are those actions which do not involve the process of thinking and they are involuntary actions. So G is the screen in the eyes on which images are formed. So the screen is known as the retina where images are formed. H is the part of the ear that collects the sound. So it is the outer ear which collects the sound from the environment. And I is the taste that you sense with the tip of your tongue is the salty. Now come to the page number 31 and here are some question answer. So here is name the 3 types of nerve cells, which of these carry signals from the sense organs to the brain. So first of all you have to tell the nerve cells types. There are 3 types, that is sensory, motor and connecting. So first one is sensory nerve cells. Second one is motor nerve cells. And third one is connecting nerve cells. And the answer of second part, that which of these carry signals from the sense organs to the brain, so these are the sensory nerve cells. Sensory nerve cells carry signals from sense organs to brain. So next question is, what are reflexes? So as we know that reflexes are the actions that take a shortcut in which the message does not goes to the brain but the spinal cord itself take actions and prevents the body from major injury. So we write here reflexes are the actions? So which actions? That take a shortcut. That take a shortcut. So what happens in these reactions? That they don't go up to the brain. The spinal cord, itself send response. Next question is, why do we lose our sense of smell when the nose is blocked? So what happens when nose is blocked? That our nerve cells cannot recognize the signals of smell in the environment. So that's why we cannot smell. So we write its answer that when we have blocked nose, air cannot reach to the nerve cells ending, and we cannot smell. Next question is, which sensation is the skin sensitive to? That means that what type of sensations your skin can recognize. So our skin can recognize heat, cold, touch, pressure and pain. We will write its answer. Our skin is sensitive to pressure, heat, cold, touch and pain. And the last question of this exercise is, discuss in class and answer. Dogs, cats and mice have big outer ears. How do you think it helps them? So as we know that outer ear function is to collect the sounds from the environment, and if the ears are big, so it means that their surface area is big and they can cover a large amount of different kind of sounds that are present in the environment. So we write his answer, yes, having big ears help the animals to collect more sounds and give them maximum information about their environment. So here is our back exercise of chapter number 5 completed. Your classwork is, you have to solve the back exercise of chapter number 5, how brain works, and your homework is, you have to learn the back exercise of chapter number 5. Thanks for watching.